Like, I don't know what to say here. Guys, this episode was just sort of boring. Like, I really don't know what to say. I watched the episode yesterday, and I took a day to sit there and just think about it, and after a whole day of just thinking about it, I still just have nothing to really say. It's getting to the point where I'm now starting to think that maybe 12 episodes was too much for Ice Queendom. The story feels a bit repetitive. It doesn't feel like we've actually moved anything forward in the last few episodes, be it the main plot or anything with the characters. And I'm thinking back on the episodes and some of the episodes prior to this, and I keep thinking these could have been condensed down into one. Or alternatively, if we are going to be using all 12 of these 22-minute long episodes, I wish more would be explored in the episodes. Not necessarily with the plot or the dream or whatever, I think we get plenty of cool visuals and stuff with that already, but with the characters. Like, this episode is 22 minutes long, and I think we could have had the characters interacting with each other a lot more. I don't think the episodes are using their time very wisely. I mean, 7 episodes in, and what do we have to show for it? Like, seriously, what have we progressed? We've learned a little bit of information. What have the heroes really accomplished? I don't know, I guess just by this point I expected something a bit more concrete, a bit more different. I don't know, Weiss is acting exactly the same as she was from the very beginning. Everything else has reset back to normal. Each episode just feels like it's building up to something, but I'm tired of that build-up. I want something to happen, you know? So let me get this straight. Blake and Yang don't get fancy upgrades to their weapons, but Jean does? Yeah, why am I not surprised? I think what's even funnier is about halfway through the episode, apparently the animators totally forgot this tidbit and exclusively give him his regular sword. Like, I can't help but sit here and think about how, from the very beginning, Ruby wanted to dive onto the train and stop the White Fang, but Shion was like, no, don't, blah. But now we know doing that is the secret thing to move forward? Why couldn't we have just done this from the beginning, either of the other 2 times before? I just really feel like we didn't need to re-enter the dream 3 times now. I feel like we could have condensed Ruby's first mission in and Blake and Yang entering with Ruby on that second time into 1. It's just so repetitive. Shout out to the fact that before the opening credits, Ruby drew her gun and she had it pointing the correct way, but then after the opening credits, she now has it backwards. Continuity? What's that? I will say a big positive to this episode, the animation all looks fantastic. Compared to last time, with that 3D and the non-existent choreography and all of that, this episode looks great. The fights especially, but also small things, especially like comedic moments with Sean. So Weiss opens the gates and the train goes all the way through to her little town thing, and yeah, that's big. This feels like this should be a big, important, triumphant moment for the heroes, but like, I don't know. Maybe it would hit harder if this was a video game and like I was riding on the train or something. Maybe it doesn't help that it takes forever for the train section to stop. We watched the train going along its course for so long. It feels like more than half the episode is dedicated to just watching the train going through boring sections of Weiss's town. Yawn. Positive note though. The music in this episode, amazing, fantastic. And I don't mean just like the song that plays in the middle, I mean just the instrumental score. So great this episode. I don't know what it is, it just really stands out this time around. Like, a lot of the dialogue between the characters is just exposition. Like Jean says, my eyes are watering, my nose is itchy, and the girl's response is like, you're experiencing allergy symptoms. You're the only one who can move around freely though. Like, yeah, I know. We did this. We just explained this in the last episode. We can have them say these things or like, allude to these concepts without having their dialogue just feel like they're reading instructions. Like, rather than be like, my eyes are watering, my nose is itchy. Why not be like, oh god, these symptoms is just kicking my ass, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know, something more human? They don't sound human this whole episode. They just feel like they're just like explaining on a scientific level the things they are seeing and experiencing. Like, there's no real actual personality, except for Yang says a couple of sassy little insults towards Jean here and there, but I don't know, we could have done more. It just feels so expository. The whole first half of this episode is really slow and dull. The fight we see on the train was fun, but it's also very short. But once Jean enters the fairgrounds, things do get a lot better. Seeing him trick Dopey Klein was probably the best character interaction of the episode, though it was kind of weird seeing him get so pissed off at Dopey Klein. So we've seen 3 relics, as they're calling them so far. A red one, a white one, and now a yellow one. There's probably also a black one somewhere too, one for each color of Team RWBY. If the colors or placement of them have any significance, it's yet to be explained, but I do have some thoughts, but I'll wait to tackle them in another video. For now, I'm just wondering if this relic will work the same as the red one. I'm guessing it might affect things differently, at least that could be interesting. And also, I'm theorizing maybe only Yang will be able to use this one. Like, the girls can only use the one of their specific color. Only time will tell, I suppose. Here they are, the best part of the episode, the baby Weisses. They are fucking adorable, and it was so underlyingly sad that Weiss keeps her childlike fun locked away because she thinks it's silly. At least it was, until we just once again had the characters stand there and exposit it to us like we can't figure this out on our own. Like, guys, you don't need to tell me these things. Of all the things represented in her nightmare so far, I think the army of baby Weisses is my favorite thing. They're a lot of fun, especially the way they, like, make other people want to have fun. Ugh, the Whitley stans will really shit themselves over this one. They all couldn't stand the thought of Weiss just pointing her sword at Whitley, seeing her actually poke him with it. Get ready for the multi-paragraph long Reddit posts about how Whitley is secretly the saddest character in the world or whatever. I'll be honest, I don't understand why the baby Weiss army became huge and Ren and Nora became like evil. Maybe it was something Weiss was doing, like vilifying them internally and it was changing their personalities and appearances or something. Or maybe it was just the Nightmare Grim itself wreaking havoc, like trying to refix the grip it had on everything. I don't know. It just kind of happens. Oh wow, what a surprise. We're ending off on another big cliffhanger. I definitely didn't see that coming. So yeah, this episode is just forgettable. The stuff with Jean at the fairground and seeing the other sillies and baby Weiss army was fun. The animation was fun, their antics was fun, but that was also a really small part of the overall episode, just like the quick fight on the train. The fighting on the train was fun, but then it was over in like a minute and they just stood around, and that part was not fun. Most of this episode feels like filler. They spend so long getting to the train station, and then after the baby Weiss escape, they spend so long watching the girls running around, and then we spend so damn long watching Weiss prepare Big Nicholas's statue for battle. Ooh, wow, just stretch that runtime as much as you can. By all means, the events of this episode feels like it could have been half of the runtime. For being 22 minutes long, only about 5 minutes of this felt entertaining. The rest of it was just drawing out things to expand the runtime, standing around expositing. There's 5 episodes left. Hopefully things will, like, I don't know, pick up the pace a bit, or at least feel like something's being progressed within an episode. Maybe at least get better dialogue? I don't know what's happening. If the baby Weiss army moments and the fight on the train can be fun, why can't the rest of the episode be that way? If the dialogue was so great 2 episodes ago, why is it so boring here? I don't know.
Slender Man, the Slender Man can. How could this happen to me?
And you're just acting like a child! I am a child. What's your excuse?
Shout out to my $10 patrons, you're all amazing. Nako, James Dodds, Cool Duck, Andrew, Ramiel, Valhalla Knight, Chamomile, Classy Critic, Noah Perkins, Sunny Shy, Azoth, Great Bar, Pentamenta, Jake, Amber, Hype Man, Zero to Hero, Keithan, Isaiah, Joseph, Scaring Crows, Danny Boy, Mary, Messiah Complex, Jacob, Renji, and Virus O. So yeah, did you like this episode? I don't know, this like a real run-of-the-mill nothing type of episode. Like yeah, the baby Weiss army was fun, but the rest was just meh. I just can't. I hope it gets better. So let me know. If you like this episode, tell me. Tell me why. If you didn't, tell me why. Any and all thoughts and opinions about this episode and Ice Queendom, and your thoughts and theories on where it can go from here, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to see it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.